Oye, Bobby.
Oye, Bobby.
Sweet tanta melodía.
Más huevo. Más huevo.
Esto te jala. ¡Qué lindo! ¡Toma, Bobby!
Toma.
Me gusta, me gusta.
¡Ay, ay, ay! ¡Qué bien!
Sube, viejo, sube.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is up? It's the JD CeeLo podcast coming at you once again, live on a Reaction Monday, baby.
We're all happy.
What a great feeling.
Okay.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you again for joining the show. Appreciate the love. As we've been saying for the past couple of weeks, we will be going live on Mondays to give you our live reactions. This is our live show that we will have at least once a week, depending on what's going on. We might actually have to do something tomorrow because it is World Cup. And depending on the outcome of that, we might have to do some live reactions going with that. So
Yeah, man.
thank you once again for joining the JD CeeLo podcast. Sorry about that. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share our content, and also find us on our other platforms, which is the Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and now the new and improved Amazon Music. All right. So we are going to give you our reactions to a crazy Sunday, NFL Sunday.
Well.
A lot of teams falling from grace. That's all I can say.
Ding dong, son las cosas del amor.
So
A lot of people.
shout out to my boy Roberto.
¿Qué lo que, papi?
Thanks for joining the show, man. We appreciate
Como
you.
siempre.
He's enjoying that little
Tengo el
intro we
loyal
had.
Instead of a t-shirt.
Yep, absolutely.
We're gonna hook you up, papi.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We'll hook you up.
We're gonna hook you up, absolutely. But we definitely got to talk
A
about.
lot of guys got their little bottoms slapped up.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and
Pure cheeks
yep,
spanking red.
cheeks being exposed.
Yeah.
And a lot going down from the NFL perspective. So let's get into it. What was the first game we looked at that we predicted, actually, because we did give our predictions out there in case of y'all who did not notice it. We did put out an episode on I believe it was Saturday morning where we talked about our predictions for this week.
Well, we were right about a lot of them. So
Yes,
some of
yes.
these games, we had a couple of scares, but a lot of them came out to fruition. I think we really struck out on one of them. I think it was the Jaguar one.
Yes.
Fucking Titans. We'll get to
The
that.
Titans are the
But we could start off Browns and Bengals.
Browns and Bengals.
And that was another shit show by the Browns. I mean,
and like I said, it was going to be at Cincinnati.
Deshaun
Watson. That is it's going to be a work in progress. This is going to be his ability to like we spoke about in the prediction. Go in and what's the word I'm looking for? Just go in and use these 5 games as practice. That's basically what it is. Try to get yourself acclimated to the football again, because you've been out of it. You've been out of it for so long. No one is expecting you to come in here and be the end all of Peyton Manning type of thing. So it's not going to happen.
They look horrible. I mean, the defense is helping them out a little bit, but they really just pack it up, boys and girls. Just pack up the vacation bus, package up everything back.
Right.
Get the cars ready, send them back home.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
Stick a fork in it.
Absolutely.
All right. And the AFC is way too tough anyway. So
yeah,
we don't have room for slouches.
Yeah.
No room.
So
23-10.
Going into that game, Deshaun Watson, threw for 276. I'm trying to look at the Joe Burrow numbers because they're not populating here for me.
I got you. Let me see. Pretty Boy Joe That cocksucker.
Give me a second.
18 of 33,
239,
239.
2 touchdowns and a pick.
And a pick. Yeah.
Right. Jamar Chase,
They ran
congratulations
They
coming
ran the
back.
ball well too.
Yeah, 14 for
That's
96 with Joe Mixon. Jamar Chase, welcome back. That's number one. Welcome back to Jamar Chase. That
Yeah.
was
10
that was
he
good
was
to
there
see.
last week though, was he?
yeah, he was, but he didn't do shit.
Yeah.
It was more
Locked him
T.
up.
Higgins and the rest of the boys, but he didn't do much. He was pretty much neutralized. But it was a good win, good solid win by Cincinnati.
Well, they slapped them up.
Yeah.
They were not in danger at all that game.
Right.
At all.
Right.
And that puts now Cincinnati the fifth seed, a high fifth seed at 9-4.
Right.
So we start explaining down these fucking playoff brackets.
Right.
The Baltimore Ravens won also, which we'll get to that too. They have the division lead because of the tiebreaker over them.
Right.
So that's why now starting the fifth seed, which starts your wild cards, Cincinnati Bengals got that fifth seed 9-4.
Right. Right.
It's a lot of that. That's fucking high, dude. That's high. While Tennessee's sucking dick at 76.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the fourth seed, they'll get a home game. But
They're-
that's all right. I mean, what are you gonna do?
The AFC South is identical to the NFC South, and as far as how terrible that division is, it is inexplicable to me how both divisions on both conferences have the shittiest records I've ever seen in my life.
They got clapped up this year, but that's all right. You know, more room for the AFC East
Right.
because even your division took a little hit.
Terrible. Beyond terrible.
I don't think none except Kansas City. Oh, and the Chargers.
The Chargers are
They're
in it.
fighting.
Yeah, the
They're
Chargers are in the hunt.
fighting. The Chargers.
Yeah.
Slapped up.
Well, the Chargers right now are effectively in the 7th seed.
right until tonight, if depending on the New England.
The New England game. So if New England wins,
Come on, Arizona.
if
Come
New
on,
England
do your
wins-
thing, man.
yeah. So if New England wins, they get in,
They get in the
and
seventh
the Chargers
spot
go back
and
to
go
8,
right back out.
and
Yeah.
you guys go to
Now
9.
we go to 9.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah, it's week to week, baby.
bro. Ugh, it's terrible.
Week to week. So anyway,
All right.
this was the close one. Dallas and the Texans. They were at Dallas.
Yeah.
Boy, did they play them hard. What the fuck was Dallas doing?
You know what? I've lost all hope on the Dallas Cowboys. I'm sorry.
think
You
so?
cannot have this type of a game against a 1-11 team. I'm sorry.
But
I don't care what the matchups are. I don't care, Dak Prescott not having a great game,
Mhm.
whatever it is. I don't care. You are not supposed to have this type of performance against this type of team.
Right. But what I was explaining to though, that since it's a interstate rival, they do come out because they think that the little brothers of Texas. So
I get it. And they'll always be the little brothers.
I guess they put up a fight. Let's just put it that
They
way.
did. They
put up a
did.
fight.
But Prescott had a very terrible game. He went 24-39 for 284, a touchdown and 2 interceptions. So
Yeah.
that turnover issue, that is the reason why the game was so close to begin with.
Now they ran the ball well, which I know that, and Ezekiel had a good game. Just go back to what you know. Run the ball.
Look,
don't give everything to Dak.
The leading receiver was Dan Schultz.
He loves Schultz.
Yes, he likes
He
going to the middle.
loves
He
Schultz.
loves going to the middle of the field.
It's the easiest throw.
Absolutely. But even with all of this, it took to the last drive in the fourth quarter
Mm-hmm.
with like 27 seconds left on the
A
clock.
98-yard
And for
drive.
for you to do that, to come away with this victory, you should be pissed off. Because any other team, you manhandled the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
Manhandled
They
the
had-
Minnesota Vikings.
They had
And
the
we're
good games.
talking about the Minnesota Vikings who are averaging, I think it's 20-something points a game. And you can't handle the Houston Texans?
Well, Chris, it's the NFL too.
I
man.
don't care.
You know,
I don't
this
care.
Is every
This
given
is-
Sunday.
This is why no one takes Dallas serious. This is why. It's the constant up and down, up and down, up and down.
Well, look, they're 10-3. All right, that's all I'm saying.
All I
I'm
know
not
is-
defending them.
All I know is
They're 10-3.
they are not a powerful 10-3.
Minnesota's 10-3, and your Eagles are way up there.
Nah.
And we'll get to Fly Eagles Fly.
Shout out to Ravens Online. He's on here with us. He said it's Dallas. You're absolutely right. It's Dallas.
Yeah.
I'm done with them. I've been defending Dallas for a very, very long time between the young core that they have, between Zeke and
they've
and
been good.
Dak
They've been
and
good.
the rest of them. They have been good.
But
This is why they get knocked. This is why everybody disrespects them. This is why they look at them and say, "You guys are a joke." It's because of this. It's like Dallas has this black cloud over them, and everyone sees it, and nobody wants a part of it. So even if they're doing good, everyone's just like, the other shoe's gonna drop.
I know, man.
The other shoe's gonna drop.
You're talking to a fan base of myself that I barely win 4 games a year. I would love to be in their fucking situation to win 10, 11 games a year. And you know what? I lose in the playoffs, okay, but you know what? I'm fucking competitive every year. My owner gives a shit.
Right.
Again, I don't want to defend these cocksuckers. I'm not a big Dallas guy anyway, but
right.
Take it easy, guys. With the Cowboys. Some of you guys who are you guys with the worst fan bases in the world, the Cleveland Browns of the world, the Jacksonville Jaguars, trust me, you wish you were in the Dallas Cowboys situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
They get stars, they pay for their stars, and they draft well.
Yes,
right,
yes,
guys?
they do. Yes, they do. But it doesn't.
I get what you're saying.
But it's hard. It's for me. If I was a Cowboys fan, I would not be happy this morning or this afternoon. I would not be happy.
I can't look at it that way.
Look,
I'm a starving guy.
Everyone can say, "Yo, a win is a win. It doesn't matter if you got to win."
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm 10-3, baby.
But my problem is, and this is what I say year in and year out, you have to start doing. We got 4 games now. It used to be 5. You got 5 to 4 games left. This is where you pick up the pace. This is where now you got a team like the Houston Texans. You steamroll through them. And you get ready for the next week. But you sit here and drop an egg, and it took you to the last seconds of the fourth quarter to beat this.
I get it, Chris, but they won. We're acting like they lost here.
It doesn't matter.
They
I look
won.
at it. I look at it as you almost lost the game. I would not be optimistic at all if I was a Dallas fan. I would not be optimistic.
We shall move on. Vikings at the Lions.
This one pissed me off.
And we knew this was going to be tricky.
Yes, we did predict that there was a possibility that Detroit. Yes, because for some reason, Jared Goff woke the fuck up. Jared Goff now is playing lights out the past 3 weeks.
They started out 1-6, and now they're 6-7.
Yes.
So listen,
they have a chance to make the playoffs.
Absolutely. They're in the bubble now.
Yep.
So
because of the Tampa Bay Bucks. We'll get into that a little bit later.
Well, the Bucks, they only got one way in, is the division. So we'll get to that too.
Stunk it up.
Tom Brady screaming and pounding.
Oh my God.
And they choked him, Chris. They choked him.
Stunk it up.
Al Jazeera, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Al Jazeera.
Grabbed him by the throat.
Yeah.
Oh, it was great.
It gave him the Undertaker choke slam.
Oh, it was great.
Oh my God. We'll get into that a little bit later. All right, there.
Anyway,
all right, there, Bucks fans.
Yeah. The Vikings. I knew they were going to stumble here because they've been winning way too many close games, and one of them they were going to stumble on one of them and just like, you know what, fuck it, let them win, and we're done.
Yeah, but here's the thing: it wasn't because of Kirk Cousins. So
no.
before
the
Kirk Cousins,
haters,
it's the primetime game. Kirk Cousins Kirk Cousins went 31 of 41 for 425 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yes, sir.
So you tell me where is that Kirk Cousins' fault?
That's the Viking defense who bends and bends and bends, and this time it broke.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So the defense can't fucking hold anything. So whatever.
So,
Justin Jefferson, again, a beautiful game for him. 223 yards fucking pass.
Yes.
Receiving yards. Congratulations.
11 for 223.
Yeah, you're patting up your stats. That's great. Hallelujah.
Wow.
But
they had no running game. The Minnesota Vikings could not run the ball.
What's going on with fucking Cook? I don't know.
I have no idea why that happened, but they could not run the ball. But Jared Goff, man, shout out to him. 27 of 39, 330, 3 touchdowns. He was slinging it all over the place.
And you know what? Dan Campbell, he's got him playing finally, bro. The eating of the ankles, and we're going to chop you up and shove it up your ass.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
I remember we were saying it before. We're like, yo, sooner or later, this has to translate into wins.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You can't go 1-6 and tell your people we're gonna eat guys in the ankles and eat them in the ass and do all this shit, and we're gonna poke you in the eyes, give you the Ric Flair shot in the we're gonna play dirty.
Right.
Good job, Cam.
But
I give you that.
The team is responding to him, which is what you want, which is the culture change the Detroit Lions have been longing for.
Mm-hmm.
It is something that the people of Detroit, Michigan have been looking for, is a competent team.
Yes.
And that's all they've ever asked for.
They
This
got
is
talent there, man.
Yes,
They got
yes,
fucking
they
talent.
do. Yes, they do.
And the new receivers in there now, Jameson Williams.
Yes,
now.
yes.
He's back. Caught a touchdown pass.
Yep.
Good for them,
A
man.
lot of rookies on that team.
Good
A
for
lot of young blood on that team, and it's translating very well. And I like the vote of confidence that they gave Jared Goff just recently. I think it was either yesterday or the day before,
Yeah.
where they said he's not a bridge quarterback.
No.
So get that conversation out of your fucking
We're
head.
gonna draft a quarterback. No, he can play,
He is
man.
not a bridge quarterback,
Chris-
and I'm very happy that they said that.
Well,
That puts a lot of confidence in him
and why
and
you think?
allows him to sleep at night.
And what do you think? He's 28 years old.
Yes,
People act like this dude's 35.
and he's been to the Super Bowl.
28. He's got experience. He's a Super Bowl guy that went, coached by one of the best offensive coaches in the league.
Yep.
And you know what? It's paying dividend now with Detroit. I would extend him if his contract's running out.
Right.
Extend him, and that's your boy.
Right.
Trust me, you don't want to go to the draft and draft one of these
Nope.
little cocksuckers
Nope.
who don't know how to wipe their ass.
Nope. Because now you're going to be dumpster diving
Yet. Yeah.
in a whirlpool
They
that you don't even know anybody.
They got their quarterback.
So
Do your thing. Aiden Hutchinson, who's running that defense
yep,
now.
keep building that defense.
Keep building
Keep
that up
building that defense
because you need it to fucking help.
because you have the quarterback already that can win you the games, that can score. You need to build that defense to be able to stop everyone in the NFC NFC North and everybody else in the NFC in schedules going forward.
Yeah.
So this is a good thing for the Detroit Lions, man.
Good for
It's
them.
been a long time, man.
Good for them.
In my 40 some odd years of existence, it's just been terrible, man. It should be right now. Every team that's been terrible should be turning it around.
Look, like one of them right now. The next game is Jacksonville at Tennessee.
Oh, this is such a
I mean, you let the Jacksonville Jaguars,
just
Mike Vrabel.
yes.
I get Trevor Lawrence is a superstar in the making. You know, he's getting there, he's wetting his feet, and he went nuts, which is a good thing.
He had a good game,
Which is a good thing for the league. You want some of these quarterbacks to start panning out a little bit here. We're getting a little nervous.
Right.
No Trey Lance.
Right.
No Zach Wilson. No what's the other one that came out in that draft? Justin Fields.
Right.
Hurt with a busted shoulder. He's all right. He's learning. We need one of these guys to step up and, come on, let's show a little moxie here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they did well. The Jacksonville improves to 5-8. I get this guy had 3 touchdown passes. Trevor Lawrence, Tennessee. I don't know what's going on with your defense. I can't explain it.
I didn't
You
watch
let-
this game,
you
nor
let-
did I look at the injury report. I'm not sure. Maybe they got a lot of injuries. I'm not sure. But
they
to
let Evan Ingram catch like 13 balls for like 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. Evan Ingram.
Yep.
Look at him. We all know that name.
the ex
The
Giant
ex-Giant who couldn't fucking
who was labeled a bum.
a bum. And this guy comes in here and just boom, boom, boom. I mean, that's unbelievable. 36 to 22.
11 for 162 for 2 touchdowns.
That's
Trevor
unheard of.
Lawrence 30 or 42 for 368.
Excellent.
Excellent game.
Excellent game, man.
Excellent game. You can't
Congratulations.
ask-
I mean,
you
they're
can't ask for
5-8.
anything better.
I'm not going nuts with Jacksonville.
No,
But I
no.
gotta keep an
But
eye
that's
on
a
them.
good win. That's a quality
That's a good
win.
man,
That's a
man.
very it's a quality win. Even though Tennessee is 7-6 right now,
Yeah,
and they can't figure it out.
Yeah, but they got like a 4-game lead on that division. Like
That's
to them, it's nothing. It's like, all right,
disgusting,
fuck it, we'll pack it up and
That's
wait
disgusting.
for next Sunday.
That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
All right. Well, next one.
Ah.
Next game, we shall move on. You want to do this one, or you want to hop over the Ravens and Steelers?
Eagles and Giants.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
The
New York
yeah.
Football Giants.
Boy, that was ugly.
I knew this was gonna be a tough game for y'all.
Let me give a shout out to Ed Daniel one more time. Fly, Eagles, fly. Give you a lot of credit. You're right. You're going to wipe the floors with them. We all knew it. We put it in our predictions.
Right.
There was no shot the Giants were going to win this game.
I
right.
I said it from the jump.
Yeah.
Because there's just too much firepower.
That's
There's too much firepower.
too much firepower. Then the Giants are trending down. They're hurt again. Barkley,
Yes.
not right.
The Giants the Giants offensively are
It's-
very up and down. They don't have receivers outside of Slayton who are consistent or worth the damn.
The talent's not there.
The talent's not there.
This is
So-
why at the beginning of the year with the record, they started out 6-1, and your schedule was so wonderfully put together
Right.
by the NFL.
Right.
And your constant back-to-back home games. You had a stretch. You had 3 straight fucking home games.
Right.
I mean, come on, man.
Right.
But there's really, I can't even make fun of this because it's just we knew what the Giants were.
I didn't think they were going to drop a 48 burger on
I
them.
mean, a 40 burger. I mean, that's just wow.
That I didn't see. I thought they would
At home too. Like, I
Right.
figured they'll be a little bit closer than that, but I mean, clearly Philly is better in every facet of the game.
Yeah. I mean, if you
Offensive
look-
line, running backs, defense. Chris,
Look, Jalen Hurts got a touchdown running the ball, right? He threw for another 2. So he went 20 of 31 for 217 with 2 touchdowns. He ran for 1.
yeah, he didn't even have to do much.
Miles Sanders ran for 17 carries for 144 yards and 2 touchdowns.
And this guy that I love, Boston Scott, he only comes out to play against the Giants. He's got like 11 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns against the Giants in his career.
Yeah.
And he's always like dead last in the depth chart. But they always seem to put him up against the Giants. It's really weird.
Yeah. Well,
Boston Scott.
yep. All I know is the Giants had a very tough game. Daniel Jones went 18 of 27 for 169 with a touchdown.
Boy, again,
There was they completely stuffed their running game. If you look at the statistics, for the game,
it's
they
just not-
really stuffed the Giants. And the Giants have to run the ball in order for them to be successful.
it just
And
can't,
they weren't able to do that.
Daniel Jones even ran 4 for 26. He almost had as many yards as Saquon Barkley.
So it was
I don't know. Look, guys, I'm going to recap the Giants season. Guys, your only shot is going to be next week against the Commanders. You got to go to DC if you even want to make any kind of noise because the rest of your schedule, you're not going to make it.
Yeah.
So if you want to guarantee yourself a spot, you got to beat Washington this week coming up now.
Yeah.
That's it. The rest of your schedule, you're not going to make it, and you're going to fall out of the playoffs because you got teams not coming up the rear who are getting hot, and they're going to bump you out.
Shout out to the attendance, man. Philly made it up the New Jersey Turnpike there.
Yeah. They
Filled
took
up the
half-
stadium.
Yeah, man.
82,000.
I saw like eagles, like the mascot,
Yep.
the actual fucking eagle over there,
Yo,
fucking flapping his wings.
They were 1,000 people away from total maximized capacity. They went 81,506, and the total capacity for MetLife is 82,500. So shout out to the people out there, man, the Giant fans and the Eagles fans, because there was plenty of Eagle fans out there to fill that place up. My God. Can you imagine the logistical nightmare it was when you got out of that shithole?
And the fights. I'm not even gonna go.
Oh
there,
my God.
But guys, listen, Giant fans, don't get too worked up. It is what it is.
You guys knew you weren't confident.
You guys know that what you guys were getting into. For you Giant fans who think, oh my God, we're gonna make the playoffs and make noise, it's just not gonna happen.
But here's my point when I was talking about Dallas. Do you see what the Eagles did to the Giants? And the Giants are a better team than the Houston Texans.
Right.
Dallas goes against the Houston Texans and barely beats them.
I know, I get it, Chris, but
The cream of the crop is Philly.
hands down.
The cream of the crop of the NFC is the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't want to fucking hear anything.
And watch the Niners, which we'll get to.
Yes.
I think the Niners are the only ones that can really probably give them a run for their money.
Probably, but you don't know what Mr. Brock Purdy is going to give them.
Right.
Because right now it's too early to tell.
Their defenses.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Defensively, they're way better.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Jalen Hurts, you better bring your working shoes
Yes.
and your lunch pail to that one. All right. Next.
Pack a lunch, baby.
Pack of lunch. Ravens and Steelers. This was a fucking snoozer.
Yeah, because
They lost their second string quarterback. Now the
Huntley
Ravens.
got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Pickett got knocked the fuck out. So everyone's in concussion protocol.
What was going on yesterday with
I
these
don't know, man.
quarterbacks, man?
Everybody was getting fucked up.
Clapped up.
We're going to talk about my Denver Broncos as fucking Russell Wilson was sitting there looking like a fish out of water.
Bro.
And I don't mean to poke fun of people that have concussions.
Quarterbacks
But
were getting
holy
fucked up.
shit. And here's my thing with the broadcast. Stop zooming in at the player's face when he just had his shit rearranged. Do me a favor, because that doesn't bode well for me. Okay, I don't like seeing funny faces. I start laughing, and then I look like an asshole. All right, stop doing that shit. We know what a concussion looks like. They did it to Daniel Jones when he got his shit completely lambasted a year. I think it was a year ago.
Had pieces of turf on his thing. He spit.
Yeah. So God
like,
knows what they
wow.
did when Huntley went down and Pinkett. So Pinkett went out, Huntley went out, and now you got a game of JV football players.
Yeah, it was.
The only thing worth mentioning was I think the return of J.K. Dobbins. So he had a really good game. 15 carries, 120 yards, 1 touchdown.
They just ran the ball.
Yeah.
That's basically what they did.
They just ran it down their throats enough to get that, to sneak out that.
The Steelers just couldn't muster nothing. And Mitchell Trubisky, man.
See, hey, Ravens Online, I could talk about my guy anytime I want. You hear me? I will not leave Mr. Sierra alone, all right? Stop dissing my guy. Stop dissing my guy. That's not even funny. That's messed up.
Listen,
leave him alone. He played his heart out yesterday.
Listen, now that we talk about your Ravens, sir, you are in a world of trouble, man.
No. Pack it up.
You are down
Ravens
to your third
Online.
string.
Ravens Online.
Lamar
Pack it up.
Nowhere to be found.
Pack it up. Listen,
you're not gonna make it, puppy.
Get yourself, the little wooden pole and the little handkerchief in the back.
Yeah.
Put a lunch in there and start heading down south, bro. Because that's where your season is going. There's no way in hell
it's brutal.
The Ravens are gonna do anything moving forward. I'm sorry. You might sneak out a wild card because now that division is gonna be Cincinnati's.
Yeah.
You're done. You're done.
I listen, man.
You're done. You're done.
The offense does not look crisp
No.
either, man.
No.
Even with Lamar there, man, still very gadget-like.
And he knows it. Ravens Online, you fucking know it.
You don't like that
know
shit.
it. You know it in your heart of hearts. You don't want to fucking admit it.
And he's hurt again.
You're gonna weep. You're gonna weep.
You saw him going up the stairs when he got hurt. Yeah, Lamar. Keep running around. See what's gonna happen. But we'll make fun of my quarterback too when we get there. So
right.
Fucked up.
Yeah, they split him like a lawn chair.
Yeah. Shots to the solar plexus, but we'll figure that one out. I mean, motherfucker.
So the Ravens barely got by the hobbling Pittsburgh Steelers because Mitchell Trubisky was the one that came in after Pinkett, and he
listen,
3 interceptions, man.
Yeah,
Jesus.
the Ravens maintain their 9-4 division lead, which is good. They just are keeping pace.
They're growing. Look who they went up against.
So whoever's the 7th seed in the wild card, that's good news.
Ravens Online is now saying he knew this would happen.
Oh, he knew.
Oh, you knew this would happen, right?
Okay.
It's not what I saw in your live the other day. You're talking a lot of confidence.
It's so fucked up because my Jets are fighting tooth and nail, getting fucked up.
Yep.
Fucked up.
Yep.
And we're 7-6. These guys lose their third string quarterback. They don't do nothing on offense. They do nothing on defense, and they're 9-4. You see how that is? You see how that works?
Round and round we go, Jack.
It's brutal, man.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Anyway, they're 9-4. They're holding on to that. I believe it's the 3rd seed.
Yep.
For sure, because Tennessee's got the 4th seed. But look, a win's a win.
Yeah.
They're hanging on.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
good job, Baltimore.
It's not gonna bode well going forward.
I don't see a good future for you.
No, not at all.
At all.
Yep.
So
Chiefs at Broncos.
This was I don't know what.
I just want to say, I scored 28 fucking points, baby.
You should be happy.
I feel like Mary fucking Poppins right now.
Okay.
Because I scored 28 points. All right.
What was going on with your boy? You couldn't find Kelsey, Chris. Tell me again.
Oh, Mr.
Your favorite quarterback,
Mr. Mahomes.
Yeah.
Mahomes
So
got intercepted 3 times.
So I want to ask you, Mr. Mahomes, what happened to you here with the 3 interceptions? Can you explain to us what were you looking at?
The air is kind of thin, right?
And it was at Denver.
It's at Denver,
Yeah,
so the air is thin, but
Kelsey
I
dropped 2
couldn't.
balls.
Kelsey was not. He wasn't listening to me. And that defense, that Denver defense, they like to stick it in my ass, and that's what they do. That's what they do. Yeah. They took.
Now, Pat, I did like the little
Pat,
flip.
that's what happened to you.
You saw the flip that he did?
Yeah, fuck him, man.
He fucking ran and does a
man.
fucking hook shot?
Yeah, bro. What the fuck?
What the
bro?
fuck was that?
This guy looks like he plays backyard fucking football.
Fucking Steph Curry over here.
So
Anyway,
I was happy because we got to him.
they made it close though.
Right?
They put a little scared of him.
And Jerry Jeudy, we finally had a sighting of Mr. Jeudy.
You unleashed him.
We unleashed Jerry fucking Judy.
Okay.
3 touchdowns, had a really good game, caught the balls that mattered,
Now,
and I'm so proud of Russell Wilson. He hung in there.
right.
He was taking shots.
Uh-huh.
He was moving the pocket.
Until
He was running when he needed to. He went 23 of 36 for 247, 3 touchdowns. He had 1 interception,
Mhm. It's all right.
but
Fuck.
he was actually moving the offense, and I was fucking ecstatic because I was saying to myself, "Yes, it's the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well,
They're
that
gonna mop
defense
the
stinks, but-
the floor with us." What did I say when it was like the beginning of the second quarter? I was
It
like,
was.
"Is it 38-0 yet?"
Yeah.
That was my attitude.
And it was close because it was 27-0.
Right. So I thought we were going to get lambasted in Mile High. But
Yeah.
to my surprise, before the half, we scored 2 touchdowns, and we're 2 touchdowns away from them. And then we come out in the third quarter, we score again. Now we're a touchdown away. And it just looked great. We were running the ball effectively. We were passing the ball effectively. We weren't doing 3 and outs, which is what I was fucking used to. So I said to myself,
Mm-hmm.
this looks a lot better than the previous 13 fucking weeks.
Right.
So I'll take it. I don't care if I lose. Put me at the edge of my seat. And then
Well,
put me out of my misery.
That's exactly what you got.
That's what I got. But I was happy to watch it. That is watchable football.
It wasn't a shit show.
Exactly. It wasn't a fucking disaster. And I was happy because we intercepted that cocksucker 3 times.
Yeah. Mike, listen, so it's a little taste for next year. A little taste for next year.
But he was running for his life, man.
That's okay. That's okay.
And the worst part is he went for that end zone, bro. He was going and going and going.
And that's the problem right there.
And that son of a bitch, Frank Clark, bro.
Clark bulldogged him.
Just literally
Grabbed him
on
by the
top
head.
of him, and all you see is his head smash
Drove
the
him
floor,
down.
and he was just
And he
sideways,
stayed there, bro. He just stood there like this.
He stayed there,
Limp.
and then here come the zoom ins with the fucking camera. I don't need to see that. I really don't. No one needs to see that. I'm pretty sure Sierra was up there watching it on the TV, and now she sees her husband's eyes as he's dwindling away from the world,
Into the abyss.
as when you're streaming something
Yeah.
and it's just going in circles, and your fucking your computer has to reboot. That was him.
Well, look, at the end of the day, you're gonna be like the Cleveland Browns. You're gonna get Russell Wilson some reps if he makes it out of this concussion protocol.
I don't want him to play next week.
If he doesn't want to play, don't play.
I don't want him to play next week.
But at least you guys are moving in the right direction offensively.
Yeah.
So
And then and this kind of puts a lot of the fire, not put out the fire, but it puts the fire a little bit under control when it comes to Nathaniel Hackett. He doesn't have to answer questions about why does your offense look like shit.
I think he needs one more week.
It's not even him. It's
Rippin.
It's Clint Kubiak who's running the offense.
And
now.
Rippin didn't do that bad either.
Rippin didn't do that bad, but
Right.
he's I don't want to say wet behind the ears, but obviously he doesn't have the practice there. He come on, man. He's going to practice. He's throwing it to the second stringers and the practice squad, and that's it. He's not expecting Russell Wilson to be knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, I got you.
And then him come in to be like, all right, I'm gonna play savior. But he did come in, got that 3rd touchdown to Jerry Jeudy right there in the middle, which was a fucking bullet.
They play
Bam.
well.
Got that
Play
shit,
well,
but it didn't last long because the next possession we went 3 and out, and the following one was the interception, and it was like a fucking donut in the air.
Yeah.
That shit just stayed
like
up
a
there,
punt.
and they're like 3 or 4 guys were ready to intercept it. But
I'm glad you're happy.
yes, I
Right.
am happy based
Pal.
on the performance.
All right.
Yes, you see, this puts me in a good mood.
Puts you in a good mood.
Puts me in a good mood. All right.
All right. That's good. Even though he's got the little chichon, that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's got a knot, bro, on his head, bro,
All right.
and he
Listen.
better not play next week.
Russ,
He better not play.
we wish you well. Go talk to Sierra and go get yourself hooked up. All right. And now let's laugh at the other city.
Ravens online, bro.
Yeah.
You leave my guy alone. Are you watching the chat?
No.
This motherfucker just writing back to back to back.
What do you say? Go ahead. Let's make this quick. We got it. I want to
He
laugh at
said-
the other city.
He said that Russell Wilson got hit, and then remember the video he put out with his wife. This fucking guy,
It's
bro.
all jokes now, bro. All right. Hey, listen.
All right.
It is what it is.
All right, I see you, man.
But
I see you.
we'll move on to the other dreadful city that we actually live in here in Tampa,
Oh,
Florida,
God.
where the 49ers after eating the ass of the Miami Dolphins last week. literally ate the ass of the Dolphins.
Yep.
They go down to the Buccaneers.
They
and they
sharpened their teeth.
Basically ate their ass out to spit them back out and make Tom Brady remember that you should retire.
Yep.
After this year.
Yep.
Sir.
And the Bay Area didn't want you during free agency.
Right.
Is basically what they're telling you.
So it was 30. I mean, there's really not much to talk about. It was 35-0 at one point. What I love to see in that game was him screaming and yelling. He got choke slammed by Shazier, the middle linebacker. Chris, you could literally see the grip on his throat. And while he's screaming at his offensive line and screaming at people on the sideline, you know what, Tom? It's getting old.
Yep.
We don't like your screaming anymore. You're 6-7, and you're one game clinging to everybody else in the rest of that division.
The Carolina Panthers are right behind them.
Hey, guess who's creeping up the rear? The Carolina Panthers.
You better not lose that lead to Sam Darnold. You better not lose that lead.
And here comes Sammy.
Yep.
Sammy, you make me so proud.
So Tom Brady went 34 of 55.
I mean,
you would think 34 of 55, you have to say at least 300, 350 yards.
Right.
If you throw 55 times, you should be up there.
No.
253 yards, a touchdown and 2 interceptions.
You can't, because that 49er defense is absolutely a nightmare.
Brock Purdy, on the other hand.
Purdy.
16 of 21, which is pretty much almost a perfect game.
Mm-hmm.
185 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey.
And they ran the ball very well.
14 carries, 119 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, they ran
he also caught one.
Yes. It was Shanahan offense. Great balance.
Great display.
You know, they lost Debo. Something happened to his ankle.
The Bucs had no answer.
Nothing.
Not on offense or on defense for the San Francisco 49ers.
Brutal. So
that's why I say to the Bucs fans, you're 6-7, and I'll tell you, just like I told Ravens Online, pack it up.
Yeah.
You are a waste if you even make it to the playoffs.
They're so lucky they're in that NFC South.
Absolutely.
Oh my!
They're gonna make it in
as a division winner
because they stink.
Yeah, they're gonna make it if they make it as a division winner because that whole division sucks. But I want them to get knocked out by Sam because I think they're the team, and we're gonna go right to that next game. They beat the Panthers. They beat the Seahawks at Seattle.
Yes, that is
30-24.
That is a great win.
That is a good road win for the Panthers.
Yep.
Chris, they ran it down their throat. They ran for like 285 yards between those two running backs.
No, I like how you know those stats.
Oh, I watched the game.
Yeah.
I watched the whole game.
Oh, you saw the whole damn thing.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sammy,
you were all in it.
Action.
Oh, yeah. Should I get you a Carolina Panther jersey?
Yeah, Sammy.
You look good in that teal blue, huh?
Touchdown pass to number 12.
Yeah.
It was a thing of beauty.
You're toxic. You know that? You're toxic.
I love Sam, and I will go down with the shit with Sam Darnold.
You're like that ex-girlfriend.
Yep. And everybody knows
is not following the current ex-boyfriend, but is watching all the stories.
Don't care.
You're toxic.
Everybody knows he's basically my husband.
Yes.
And he doesn't even know.
Yes.
I will root for him.
You're an embarrassment.
To the day he dies.
Yeah. You're an embarrassment.
All right.
You're an embarrassment. You know all those numbers. What other numbers you know? What was his numbers?
His numbers were 16 of 23, something like that.
14 or 24 for 120.
120?
For 120.
120, yeah.
So his numbers are not all that great.
Yeah, well, they reeled it back because
they ran the
ball.
Yeah, they were running the ball effectively.
I don't need him to go 500 yards. Go run the offense.
In this world, you need to be not 500 yards, but you got to be in the twos, in the upper twos, almost threes.
Not when you run like that.
Yes.
Did you see the time of possession? Did you see the time of possession?
Yes, I saw the time of possession.
It was ridiculous.
But it was also Geno Smith coming out and giving up the ball. He had 2 interceptions.
And their defense is playing well.
He had 2 interceptions before the second quarter even started.
Listen, running game and defense, what does that do in the playoffs? That's what carries in the playoffs. Yeah. Run the football and play defense.
Damn, 40 minutes compared to 20.
40 minutes, Chris.
Jesus.
That's 2-1.
Christ.
So he basically was like, all right, I'm going to stop throwing.
For every 2 possessions, Seattle had 1.
And their last 2 possessions, Carolina, they ran the ball every play.
Yep.
Just to kill the clock. Every play. There was no need for Sam to drop back and throw this and then or get it incomplete and stop the clock.
Fucking Seahawks fan, man. They filled that bitch up.
Yeah, it was usual.
68,672 in attendance. 100% attendance.
Yeah, and they went all sad and fucked up.
Well,
bad.
I mean, Geno Smith gave up the game early, man. That's what it was.
Sorry, Gino. But I was going for Sam.
The Panthers capitalized. They scored 20 points before the half.
And actually, Seattle losing helps out the Giants in the playoff position because if Seattle would have won that game, they would have knocked out the Giants right out of the bubble.
Yeah, but let's be
I want
honest.
Sam first, so I'll take the Sam victory 100%. So anyway,
Gotcha.
and the last game,
The Miami Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins, let's go and crash and burn. The Greg Badillos,
Yep.
the Derek DeAngelis, the Big Vanilla Funny,
Yep.
Terry, all you Miami fans that I know.
And I can't even bitch because
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I told you
defense.
these stupid asses. You got 3 important road games. You're no longer playing the stinking assholes of the NFL, the Houstons, the soft Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Detroit Lions who couldn't get out their own way at the time. And
Right.
all these bums that you were just facing for a month. And now you face 2 real teams with 2 real defenses.
Yep. Pittsburgh. Detroit,
Yes, look at San
Chicago,
Diego. Don't even.
Cleveland,
Chicago, Cleveland.
Houston.
Yeah. Right, line them up. Yeah, keep going.
Jesus. Christ.
Smell that, guys. Smell that. You know what that smelled like? Bullshit. That's what that was. Bullshit. And now I am going to be here with the hammer on your fatty.
Yep.
Huh? 3 games. And now you're 0-2 in those 3 games.
Right.
And now you go to Buffalo Saturday night,
Mm.
and they're going to cram it in your cram hole
It's at Buffalo.
at 10-degree weather, where it's bone chilling over
Yep.
there. And you little speedsters, you're running around, and your little noodle arm Tua, there's no way he's going to cut that ball through that wind in that conditions. I'd rather play in Afghanistan before I play in Buffalo.
So my concerns are how everyone was high and mighty on Tua Tagovailoa. And yesterday, he went 10 for 28 for
Dude.
145 and only 1 touchdown.
Chris, he started 3 of 17.
Wow.
I couldn't. I had to shut the game off. I
Wow.
couldn't. And meanwhile, Herbert right down the field. Boom, boom, boom,
Yep.
boom, boom. Over here. Boom, 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 boom. It was.
Yeah,
And
this
it's
motherfucker was
basically
39 and 51 for 367, only 1 touchdown. I would expect a little bit more out of those types of numbers, but he got 1 touchdown. They ran one in
Yeah.
with Eckler.
Yeah.
Mike Williams, 6 receptions for 116.
And thank God he's back because
Yeah.
they needed that.
They needed
They
that.
needed that.
They needed
I mean, there's really not much to talk about. Your offense was horrible. Tua now is 2 consecutive games. He has regressed.
right.
And listen, I don't want to be here and start making this whole thing a Tua thing. People forget this is Tua's 3rd year.
Right.
And yes, he looks good the first, 10 weeks, whatever you want to call it.
But again,
Up and down, and he got hurt. He
Yeah.
lost 3 games at the same time.
Right.
And now he's going back down. This is your typical young quarterback going up and down, okay?
right.
Until you can figure it out. And now you got 4 games to go for your
Right.
season.
Right.
And see if you can fix this out. So I got a lot of Miami Dolphin fans, Chris, on YouTube. They have more than half of them are out on tour. They've been out on tour. And now you come up with these 2 performances like this.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry, guys. That was an embarrassment. And then they keep putting them on fucking primetime TV, Chris.
yeah, well,
And we're going to get them again next week.
that's the media for you.
And it's
Shoving it
unbelievable
down-
how many more
shoving
games
it
I
down
got
your
to see
throat.
Tua go start off 2 for 17, sacked all over the place. Can't do this. I mean, I can't.
Yep. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
All right, take me to my game, Chris, because there's a lot of things I have to say about. The last game, guys.
The New York Jets at the Buffalo Bills.
Look, I am very, very content right now. I'm not devastated. I knew we were not going to win that game. You had the predictions that you thought the Jets
I
would
thought
win.
the Jets would win. And they had
We were there.
and they had an opportunity
The
to.
Jets are a good football team,
Right.
but you cannot make the mistakes that you did on
Yes.
that game.
Yes.
Starting with the CJ Mosley jumping over the fucking pile like Troy Polamalu.
Right.
You fucked that up.
Right. He got drawn offline,
The-
gave the the free first down, and then that continued to drive, and they scored on that.
Now,
did we stop them?
Yeah. Did we lose the game for that? No, but you got to add that as part of the mistakes.
But if that touchdown, if that touchdown doesn't happen,
right, it's
you
0-0.
get the ball back.
Yeah, and it's 0-0 in halftime.
Right.
And we get the ball.
Right. And you scored in that opening drive.
Right. So we come back at 7-7 anyway. All right. Then it's basically the whole game was the offensive line, Chris. The offensive line, again,
atrocious.
is the seventh different starting lineup for the offensive line.
Yeah.
And it showed his whole ass yesterday.
Well, you would expect so because that Buffalo front four is ridiculous.
And
so you would expect them to have trouble. Now, the difference is Mike White.
Oh, Mike White.
As good as a quarterback that he's coming out to be, because and when I say good quarterback
he's
he
good.
knows
He's doing his job.
Exactly.
He's doing his job.
When I mean good quarterback is some guy that when he gets the ball in his hand is making his progressions and knows that there's a time limit to getting that ball out of his hand. That's what I mean by a good quarterback. I'm not talking about a great quarterback or nothing like that. But a good quarterback that knows, all right, I don't got nobody open in front of me. I'm going to go to the check down. And Mike White has been able to perform that to perfection.
To the T, yeah.
To perfection. Now, the issue is the amount of time he has in trying to do something, and Buffalo was sniffing out what you guys were trying to do. So every time there was a check off, every time there was a short pass, Buffalo was all over.
I know, and they made the tackle.
And it was a chess match between your defense and their defense.
Bro, it was a great game. If you love defense,
absolutely.
that was a game to watch.
Yeah, because look at Josh Allen. Josh Allen was 16 of 27 for 147 yards and just one touchdown.
Awful.
So his game was
all season lows.
Off.
By the way, all season lows. Again, the Jet defense did that to him.
Absolutely.
So I feel very confident.
This is why I was confident that you guys would win. Yeah. Because you've rattled this cage before and you could do it all over again.
He does not like that Jet defense.
Nope, not at all.
He hates that zone.
Yep.
He hates how
because he can't throw in tight pockets.
Yeah.
He can't.
Yeah, we flood the zones with that zone. We flood it with players everywhere.
Right.
And then you got Sauce and DJ Reed who are very handsy.
Right.
So you're coming off the line, they're fucking slapping you, they're pushing you.
Yeah, a lot of contact.
By the time they even break off their routes, the quarterback's being sacked because our front four is getting to them.
Yep.
We had a couple of scares. Quentin Williams hurt his calf muscle yesterday.
Yeah.
Changed the game.
I thought it was
defensively.
I thought it was a knee.
Me too.
So I was like,
obviously the biggest injury was Mike White, who just took blow after blow after blow.
He got lambasted early. And was taken out for I think it was 2 plays.
Yeah, and Flacco.
He came back in.
Here comes Flacco.
Mr. Statue.
Instead of LaFleur just, all right, let's get a handoff going, see what we got.
No, he wants to try to pass.
Right down, boom, boom. Flacco wanted no business to be out there in that cold weather. he was like, you what?
Yep.
I got to go in this shit now? And that defense play like that?
Yep. He was like, I was cooking marshmallows right now, man. Look how cold it is out here.
Oh,
but
it was bad.
Look, the one play was late in the third. I believe it was going into the fourth.
No, it was the fourth quarter.
It was fourth quarter. Okay.
We got a good special teams play.
Yes, it was.
We blocked the punt.
Yes.
God, if that ball stays in the end zone, it's a touchdown. But that's neither here nor there. So the Jets special team stepped up. We get the ball back, and Chris, we're coming right down the middle, right down the draw. Yeah. Boom, 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 running the ball, and Michael Carter fumbles the ball. Yeah. To me, that was the game.
Yeah,
that was the game.
Because the turnovers are a big deal.
That was the game. Because at that point, it's 7 minutes left in the game. So we were already in field goal range at like the 30-yard line right there.
Yep.
So even if they stopped us, you get the field goal. It puts it at 20-12.
Right.
And now you have plenty of time to make them go 3 and out, and then you come and tie the game or make another field goal, make it 20-15.
Right.
And then you stop them again and keep going. So in other words, the whole momentum shifted right there because now we lost time. Because now they took the ball, got a couple of first downs.
Yeah.
And even though they punted back to us, but they ate up about 2.5 minutes off the clock.
Yeah.
But that fumble was absolutely devastating. And Michael Carter has not had a good year this year. I'm very disappointed in him.
Yeah. But,
very, very disappointed.
But overall, just to give you some perspective, overall, the Jets' total offense, 309 yards to Buffalo's 232.
Yeah.
So it is plain to see that the Jet defense did what it was supposed to do.
Man.
It was the offense,
bro, and the
weather
was
a little bit.
The weather was awful.
It was snow, then it was ice, then it was back to rain.
They said that
back to snow.
Yeah, the TV did I give it justice?
No,
of how bad it was.
Yeah, When they did it, when they showed the TV from an angle, you could see how much snow was falling and how much sleet was falling.
So check this out. First downs, the Jets had 19 to their 14.
Yep.
Passing first downs, 13 to their 6. The most important one, third down efficiency, Chris. The Jets were 8 of 17 to their 2 of 13.
Wow. So you got them off the field a bunch of times.
Yep.
And then you already
read off the yardage.
Yeah.
Right? And then the penalties will kill us 7 for 61.
Yeah.
And we won the time possession by 10 minutes.
I'm telling you, that penalty by Mosley, that propelled that first score, which in my eyes should have never happened. Because they would have punted, they would have been ready to go, and you guys would have been either driving or another situation where you run out the clock, you go into the tunnel. Hallelujah, hallelujah. It's 0-0 at the beginning of the third. But that penalty by Mosley continued that drive, gave them a little bit more hope. And here comes Mr. Knox jumping over people and slamming them, and getting that touchdown.
It fucked up that part, but again, even that I would have forgave him. I forgave him for that because he's the leader. So I said, okay, CJ, we'll eat it. The Michael Carter fumble did us. It was that was it.
Right.
The offense was clicking. Mike White was in a groove, and you fucked up everything. Mike White went back to the bench, literally on two, dragging his knees to sit down.
Yeah,
that's how much in pain he was.
That one play where I forgot which Buffalo player it was, but when he hit Mike White, man, he literally folded. Mike White's feet touched his face.
Everybody in the NFL was going, oh,
yeah, that was a very tough hit. Which, by the way, there was a bunch of games where quarterbacks were being sacked and yellow and fucking flags were being thrown for roughing the passer.
Yep.
NFL, can we get this fucking right?
And we didn't get not one.
You didn't get not one.
Not one.
Not one.
And Garrett Wilson got hit outside also on a catch.
Yeah.
He got blasted out of bounds. No late hit for that.
No flags.
Like the Jets get no flags for anything.
Yeah.
For anything. Fuck them. Okay. So anyway.
Ravens Online talking about Mike White went into the afterlife and started running in place.
Yeah, well,
he got hit hard.
You're not lying, brother.
He got hit hard.
You're not lying. It's those kind of shots. I literally cried on that second one. And when he walked back from the tunnel, he jogged back to the sideline. Everybody, including his teammates, were like, that's our fucking guy.
This is a tough son of a bitch.
Yep, that's a tough son. He's going to be our guy.
That's a tough son of a bitch.
And that's bad news for Zach Wilson.
Yes, it is.
That's it.
Yes, it is.
So you have done now. This is what I'm hearing. Zach Wilson might be elevated to the backup quarterback for the Detroit game. They don't know yet, but I think it's a good idea because what we saw out of Flacco yesterday,
Flacco's done.
Flacco's like, I don't even want to be here. I just want to eat lunch with you guys and hang out. Yep. I don't want to play in 15-degree weather.
Flacco was like, I came here for the Buffalo wings, bro. I didn't come here for no other reason.
Yeah. So we need somebody to continue the offense, which obviously I'm going to cough at that because Zach's been awful. But if Mike White goes down, you need somebody who can move around the pocket and execute the offense. Hopefully, that Zach has learned something for these next 3 weeks that he was off, and put the guy in his clothes and get him to be the backup quarterback. So I hope
if
that's
the
case.
If Mike White is able to play next week,
and
I don't see Zach Wilson playing for the rest of the year.
No, right. But if he's healthy, the problem is when you're taking shots like that and you go down for a series or two. You're gonna need Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
I don't want Joe Flacco. And I like Flacco. Joe, I love you. But let these two guys battle that out.
Yeah.
So if one goes down, we have another quarterback. We're not gonna run out David Folk out there like we did in previous years.
Yeah, no.
You got the number 2 pick behind you. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I want. Put him in there. We're good to go. And just to look ahead, the Jets have 2 home games now. Thank God we finally got a fucking home game.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Back to back, we faced the Detroit Lions, and we'll do our prediction on that.
And that's going to be a tough
That's going to be a tough game. That's not easy anymore. Before we looked at that, I was laughing at it. Ha ha. But you know what? Get Jared Goff off that fucking indoor facility bullshit.
Yep.
You're going to come to MetLife. I'm going to get you to the elements. It's going to be cold. It's going to be nasty. It's freezing. And you come into our house and your little office is running around, you're not going to do that with us, sir.
Yeah.
So get ready to be uncomfortable.
Yeah. They're definitely going to have a shell of themselves.
Yeah,
type of game
that's going to be a brutal game for them, bro.
Because again, if Buffalo who has a very good offense, can only muster up 232 yards. Imagine what a
Listen,
Jared Goff
Weather
offense
is
is
a
gonna-
big deal in the
Absolutely.
Northeast.
Absolutely.
That is not easy.
Yeah.
That is not easy. So we have Detroit, and then we turn around very quickly, Chris. Thursday night, Jacksonville walks in. You gotta win these two games.
But yes, but that's a winnable game.
all
as
these
well.
games are winnable games.
Yeah.
Even the Seattle one now. Now you look at Seattle now, starting to go down now.
Yeah.
Now they're starting to go down.
Yeah.
And then we finish off with Miami. This is a 4-game stretch.
So you can win. You can win the next 3 possibly.
Yes, that'll get us in.
And then if you beat Miami, that'll put you at 11.
That'll be
and 6.
icing on the cake.
Yes.
And I want
11
that ass.
An 11 win season.
Win out. That's my thing. You control your own destiny.
How much?
Win out.
How much did you predict they were going to win this year?
I want it low 7, high 9. Like get me in the middle. I'll take an 8-9 season, and the quarterback has progressed.
Right.
It went the other way.
Yep.
The entire roster progressed. We got a hell of a football team.
Right.
The quarterback is set. It's still behind.
Right.
But we're gonna be in the playoffs.
Possibly.
And what do you think we're gonna pick? What did the coach pick? The playoffs.
Yeah.
So-
Shout out to Robert Saleh.
Robert.
He told the Bills, "We're going to see them again.
Yeah. Roberto
We're going to see them."
Salah.
Bold predictions
He
by
was
Robert Saleh.
seething on it. You see him like
Yeah,
he was like
pissed off.
he's like-
man. He was pissed off.
we shouldn't have lost that game, but we're gonna see him again.
Yeah.
I'm like, and how the hell you plan to see them again? Because that was the second game of the year. We're done. That means playoffs.
Yep.
He's basically guaranteed we're gonna be in there.
That's going to be a nasty game, man. Oh,
Listen, Jeff fans,
Hang
come
in
out
there.
strong.
hang in there,
Yeah,
guys.
don't get discouraged. Relax. We got 2 home games. You win those back-to-back. Think about it. In 4 days, we'll pick up 2 wins. And we'll be 9-6, looking pretty,
Yep.
flying to Seattle. And we have the whole week to celebrate. 2 back-to-back victories.
Possible.
Possibly. So hold on. 9-6 gets us
I gotta
there.
keep throwing that in there because I
Yeah.
don't want you to get too ahead.
I
of
know.
yourself.
I'll show my whole ass in this fucking screen right now.
Yes, you would.
I'll
Yes,
run
you
around
would.
butt naked.
Yes.
I will do it.
Yeah, I know. And it's a hairy ass, ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen. You don't want to see
I'm
that
not
shit.
that hairy.
There you are. There you are.
I
It's all in between.
will
your ass cheeks.
lose my shit. Don't give me back-to-back wins that week, Chris. You will pay the price.
I will not be here.
You will pay the
I will
price.
leave the state.
You and,
I'll
and everybody
I'll
here.
be in Tahiti.
Because now is when the real shit starts. The pretenders and the contenders. This is where.
Yep.
Is what.
This is what separates the men from the boys.
So, ladies and gentlemen, 4 games to go for everybody.
Yeah.
Jets, you got to go 3-1 to make
Yeah.
me feel good.
Or 4.
We'll get in, or dare I say,
4-0.
you run the fucking table. You got to win the whole fucking thing. That's my.
Ravens Online just keeps going, bro.
What do you say now?
He's snickering. He must be like
He mad. He mad too.
as he types.
He's like, fucking Jets.
He
yeah.
said, "No worries, you won't get back-to-back wins."
No, we will get back-to-back wins. Those are our 2 last home games of the year. We will get it done. For the
Yep.
fans, for the New York Pride,
Yep.
the Gangrene Nation, I love you all.
Mm-hmm.
This is when it gets real, and this is when I start to lose my shit because I've been calm for the last 2-3 weeks,
Right.
and now my stress will be ratcheted up Sunday for the Detroit Lions now.
Yeah.
And there's no excuse. Go
Yeah.
out there, beat those fuckers, and let's move forward to Jacksonville.
Yep.
And Jacksonville comes to us again. Get them out of Florida. Get them out of that 80-degree weather.
Yep.
And go put him in the frozen tundra with us where the wind is whipping all over the fucking place.
Yep.
And that cold goes right up your ass.
Yep.
You're going to wish you died.
Yep.
We'll send you packing.
I wanna make a quick acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Since we've been online live now for the past hour, and shout out to everybody that's been here. Ravens
Yeah,
Online, appreciate you.
Yeah.
He said he just most recent comment here. He said he's been following the Jets since the early '80s.
Really?
Some things just never change. So you sound like you used to be a Jet fan,
I think so.
and you jumped over to the Ravens.
Yeah.
So
Because
that's
you
my
gave up on us.
yes, that's my hypothesis, and that's what I'm sticking to.
Ravens online.
What I
I can
will,
believe that.
what I will have you acknowledge at this moment,
Yes.
and we are, like I said, officially an hour into our live session.
Yeah.
Is I've noticed that there's a bunch of people that normally are online with us,
Right.
and they just so happen to be fans of the blue wrecking machines, the New York Giants. So to all my Giant fans, all right,
Nobody tuned in, huh?
nobody tuned in, and I'm very disappointed in y'all.
Wow.
Very disappointed because I would have loved to hear your perspective on this,
A little
on
text.
that loss that you had. I would have loved to, talk to you guys, and who knows, maybe we could have had a little conversation. Could have had you guys call in and stuff, but very disappointed. But I will say you're probably not ready to talk. It is Monday. We normally give you guys till about Wednesday, Tuesday afternoon.
If that, but they're not that kind of.
But they're not ready.
But at the end of the day, message received.
Well received. Absolutely. So your silence speaks volumes. And that's okay. You're not ready to talk. Oh boy, Ravens Online was
understood.
a Broncos fan. How dare you,
Look
Ravens
at you.
Online? How dare
Is
you?
he joking?
How dare you leave?
Why did he leave the Broncos?
Leave the Broncos for the fucking Ravens.
For the Ravens?
How dare you? Have you no morals? How dare you?
I'm sorry, but that's a bad move, pal.
How do you leave the Denver Broncos for the Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah, they've had pretty good.
There's something
success.
wrong with your brain. Something seriously wrong. You're talking about one of the most successful franchises
So that means
in the NFL, and you leave them for the Ravens?
So he was a big John Elway guy then.
Yes.
Because if he was following the Jets in the 80s.
That's what he said. He said he's John Elway, Steve Atwater,
Steve
Vance
Atwater,
Johnson.
Vance
Very
Johnson,
good.
Yeah.
Very good. You
Carl
got the Carl
Mecklenburg.
Mecklenburg, Simon Fletcher. Go ahead, keep going. Entertain me.
Okay.
Entertain me.
Just the 80s, huh?
So you've been a diehard Bronco fan, I'm assuming as a kid, just like me,
Mhm.
because I think we're both the same age. I'm 42.
Right around there.
You look like you're around that same age.
Mhm.
And then you leave them for the
For the
Baltimore Ravens?
An expansion team?
How do you leave that delicious orange? How do you leave that beautiful blue and orange for purple?
Right, Ray Lewis.
It's got to be Ray Lewis.
Ray.
It
and them
can't be
boys.
Trent Dilfer.
No,
It's got to be Ray
that's
Ray.
a bad move.
Is it
pal.
Ray Ray?
I think Ray.
Oh,
Ray
he
went.
even mentioned Ricky Natile. You son of a
Ricky Natile.
You son of a bitch, bro. You son of a bitch.
So he is a Denver
He's
fan.
a Denver fan, man.
He's a Denver fan.
Dennis Smith.
Dennis
Do
Smith.
you remember that? Dennis Smith, huh? Hard hitting. Huh? You remember that Atwater shots of Okoye? Nobody could take down
like
the
two
Nigerian
battering
Nightmare.
rams.
Nobody could take down the Nigerian Nightmare. But here comes
Nigerian
Atwater.
Nightmare.
Oh. Get your ass back to Nigeria. Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, we learn something new every day, ladies
How
and gentlemen.
did you go to the Ravens, man?
Wow. We'll discuss that.
You know
soon.
what, Ravens Online? We're gonna have you live on the show. If not live, we're gonna have you just on the show.
Yeah,
Because
we
you
gotta
and I,
explain that.
you're gonna
Yeah.
have to explain that
Yeah.
to me. So get your pen out, write down all your notes. Because
we-
you and I are gonna have a
We
conversation. son.
didn't know what was the breakup.
This is the first time ever in my life I've seen someone who was a Bronco fan leave for another team. When you are a Bronco fan, you are for
And-
life.
And you had the 90s Broncos with
Absolutely.
the Shannon Sharps.
Absolutely, we were the best team in the NFL.
So he's got to love Shannon. And that's when Elway won his two
We were the best team in the NFL for at least a good 4 years.
and beat my Jets in 98.
Absolutely. Whoop that ass. Whoop that ass.
Yeah,
Nobody can
yeah,
stop Terrell
Yeah,
Davis.
we're paying.
Nobody.
We were up 10-0 in that
Nobody
fucking
can
halftime. We pumped that block. Curtis Martin ran it in. It was
He
10.
did. He did. The
It was
Jets had a very good
10-0.
team. He had a very
And
good
you
team.
fucked me.
Stop it. Stop it. You knew damn well you weren't going to win that game. It was a tough game. All right. Vinny Testaverde is not going to beat John Elway. Is not going to beat Terrell Davis. You're not going to beat Rod Smith. And you're sure as hell not going to beat Shannon Sharp. Shay. There's no way you're beating Shay.
We had you under control.
You did. You did. But you didn't know how to close out.
It was 23 unanswered points.
Yes. Very unorthodox because our defense was really good.
And this idiot.
But we never faced Curtis Martin before.
Yeah.
And that's what it was.
We ran the ball well.
Yes.
And this guy, the Soul, fucking fumbles the ball on this good drive.
Oh, he left because Shannon Sharp went to the Ravens.
Oh, God. Come on.
That's why you left? Shannon Sharp went to the Ravens. And he won you a title, you son of a bitch, man. That still bothers me to this day. Bothers me to my fucking core.
No way.
That Shannon Sharp won.
I love Shannon Sharp.
I love Shannon.
Really?
I love
You
Shannon.
love Shannon that much?
Yep, I love Shannon.
I mean, I watch Shannon always. I watch him almost every day with him and Skip. I love Shannon.
I love
It's
Shannon.
really more for Shannon, not for Skip. But
no, Skip.
I love Shannon.
Bum, but I love Shannon Sharp, man. And
right.
people don't give this guy enough respect. I get it that Tony Gonzalez was the only option in Kansas City at that time.
Mhm.
That's why his numbers are what they are. But when you talk about a two-way player who can block, who can catch the ball, who can run like a wide receiver,
right?
Shannon Sharp stands above all. Now you got all these other tight ends now, the Robert Gronkowskis that came out, the Kelseys, even Kittle when he was not hurt and he was at the top of his game. You got all these tight ends now that are playing lights out,
right?
A la Kellen Winslow type shit. But Shannon Sharp was the catalyst. He was the catalyst there.
He was funny as shit. Too.
Oh hell yeah,
even
man!
as a player.
Son of a bitch.
Get us out of here, Chris. I think we're done. Oh, you guys, saddle up.
Yep,
we're ready for the Pats game that's about to start. So
yep,
get ready. Hopefully, Arizona, please do something. Do something. Kyler Murray.
Yes. Let's
leave your comments again and hit the like button.
Hit the like button, guys. Share this content. And Giant fans, again, very disappointed in you. Very disappointed.
Message received.
So hopefully on our next live, you guys can jump on in, especially when things are going great. Everybody wants to talk. But when shit hits the fan, now you guys want to be quiet. I lost, and here I am.
Yeah. I lost, I gotta be here.
Yep.
No excuse. And my quarterback got lambasted.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for being a part of the JD CeeLo experience. It's been a pleasure entertaining you for the last hour with regards to the Reaction Monday for Week 14 of the NFL. Again, don't forget to follow us on all of our other platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. Okay?
Yeah.
So, guys, thank you so much for being a part of this live show. We appreciate you. We love you. Everyone that commented, Ravens Online, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.
And like I said, I'm going to get your information, and we're going to have a nice little chat, you and me, and we're going to go down memory lane, buddy. Memory lane.
Ricky the Teal.
Yep.
Damn.
And I'm gonna get you to remember what the Denver Broncos are, and you will switch over. All right? That's going to be my plan. There's no way in hell you're going to be a Ravens fan right now. I don't care how much love you have for Lamar Jackson. I don't care what J.K. Dobbins does. I don't care what that entire team stands for you right now. You don't leave the Denver Broncos, okay? We leave you. All right? You will come back. That orange and blue.
I don't know, man. He's got purple all over that fucking place.
No.
Fucked up.
No.
You fucked up, man.
You will not be a Ravens fan. You hear me? Underneath that jersey, you got on a Broncos jersey. I know it. You probably got Broncos underwear on. You will come back, Ravens. You will come back. Mark my words.
All right, boys.
Guys.
We love you all. Hang in there. It gets better.
This is only the beginning.
Hang in there.
Yep.
Hang in there.
Inch by inch.
Inch by inch.
Load by load.
Yeah.
You just make sure you shoot yours on the floor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. It's the JD CeeLo podcast, and we are out. Have a good one, guys. Great Monday. Take care.